Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Neca Toys Rambo First Blood Part 2. John Rambo comes with several different interchangeable hands. He comes with his survival knife, a grenade, a rocket launcher. He has pretty much everything that you would see him having in Rambo First Blood Part 2 as he dispenses justice. Down below there's a poster of Rambo First Blood Part 2. My favorite Rambo, I might add. No man, no law, no war can stop him. It is recommended for ages 17 and up, and again, it comes to us from the folks over at Neca Toys. On the back of the package, a brief read-up says, former Green Beret John Rambo is released from prison by the government and is sent on a deadly mission. He must return to the jungles of Vietnam and document the possible existence of American POWs, or prisoners of war. What he doesn't know is that he's been set up to fail. What they don't know is that Rambo never fails. No man, no law, no war can stop him. What I am going to do is take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at John J. Rambo. Stay tuned, guys. There's more heading your way. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. With Rambo out of packaging, I can safely say this is the Rambo I've been waiting to get in hand. Neca has now already released 3 Rambos, if we really count Rambo First Blood Part 2. The other 2 were from Rambo First Blood. I wasn't super crazy with the very first Rambo. The face I wasn't really too keen on. The second Rambo was really good, but by far, this is my favorite Rambo. Could also have something to do with, too, that I've just always been a big fan of Rambo First Blood Part 2. I probably have watched that movie a good 25 times since I was younger, and it's always been my definitive Rambo to go back to. The figure is a perfect look, I should say, for Rambo. I feel like he could be maybe a little too dark in coloring, but Neca certainly has perfected that I shouldn't say even translucent, but that sweaty looking plastic. It looks like real, no, I shouldn't say it looks like real skin, but it looks as close to a figure could be to like that sweaty complexion. The paint is really nice on Rambo. Again, I feel like it could be maybe a little bit darker, too dark in his face, but you can see all the scars in his chest, and above and beyond it really just being one color, it looks like there's a couple of different colors of flesh color added to the paint. So it looks like it's a lighter color, and then we've got a little darker kind of reddish tanned color added on top of that. I feel like maybe this color could be the color right around his chest area, could have been the color that his face was. Just feel like his face is maybe a little too dark. But the likeness, though, on Sylvester Stallone is uncanny. He's got his Rambo bandana on. Sculpt on the hair, also very nice. Sporting the mullet that Stallone had back then. It's a great looking figure. Really, really great figure. And because it's also one of the newer NECA figures, it still has the new articulation, which does these figures an incredible amount of justice that versus like the straight swiveled legs. But we'll look at the articulation in a second. Rambo comes with several different accessories as well. All things again you would expect to find Rambo having in First Blood Part 2. He comes with a very large rocket launcher. We'll just put Rambo here for a second. Again, the stand. He comes with a really impressive rocket launcher, which is a combination of black plastic with a little bit of brown in the back end of the rocket launcher, the green in the rocket itself, and a little bit of gold going on there as well. Also for your consideration, he comes with a very large machine gun. I don't know the actual term for this model of gun, but it comes with a very large machine gun. And of course, no Rambo would be complete without his survival knife. I had one of these when I was younger, not a real knife granted, but a plastic version of a Rambo knife. It was an actual official Rambo knife. Yeah, that kind of stuff you wouldn't see nowadays, sadly. But this knife you could either have him holding in hand, or what you can also do too is just move his shoulder out of the way. He has a holster on the side of his leg for specifically for the knife, and you just can tuck that in, slide it down the holster, which is probably maybe where I'm going to keep the knife. I like him holding the knife, but I probably will end up reverting back to the machine gun for Rambo. And lastly, for his accessories, he comes with a very small grenade. Now, for how small that is, very well painted. Right down to the fact that the underside of the clip has silver in it, and the top of the grenade is covered with the clip itself is in black. Very small piece, though. I don't see a section anywhere on Rambo here where you can clip the grenade, you know, where you could have actually had it on the side of his belt or anything like that. But it's a small piece, so small, Spot just dropped it. It's on the floor. I'll pick it up, don't worry. The last thing you also get included with Rambo is it comes with 2 extra sets of hands. The hands are close enough in size that they probably didn't need to come with all 4 hands. They could have probably just given us an extra pair of hands for what you need Rambo to hold. Things such as like the rocket launcher hold fine in the existing hands that he has. The knife held well, and also, getting it in there, he also holds the gun very well. I do like that you get, like, NECA includes extra hands. I don't feel like the extra hands are really necessary. I mean, they give you variations, you know, like, especially like this hand. This hand would be better suited for the grenade, but you have regular hands that could easily accommodate things that his hands are doing right now. But he comes with 4 extra hands, 2 extra pairs of hands. For your articulation, we'll just put the machine gun out of the way here. For your articulation, again, this is a newer release from NECA, so you're going to get a lot more articulation. You're going to have the ball joint in the legs and stuff like that. But articulation on Rambo, his head does rotate. It also goes up and down. He has pin and socket shoulders, which are a little stiffer and a little more limited. They seem to stop at right about there. Likely due to, of course, the sculpt in the shoulders, which is phenomenal. Sculpt on Rambo as a whole is phenomenal. Then when you get to the torso is on a ball joint crunch, so you can get lots of movement there. He doesn't have swivel in the bicep area. However, his forearm does swivel. It also does hinge. Hands are also on a ball joint, so they rotate very easily. Swivel in the waist, very stiff, but swivel in the waist. And then the legs go forward, they go back, they go out. Swivel in the thigh. He has a bend at the knee, which also swivels at the knee area. And he also has a pivot and bend in the foot. So there you have John Rambo. He's a great looking figure. Really impressed with him. Again, things that I feel like the face is maybe a little too dark. It might be a case where I might have to just go back and re-watch Rambo First Blood Part 2. Oh, shucks. I have to go back and re-watch one of my favorite movies of all time. But NECA, I think, just really did a fantastic job on this piece. This is now, again, the 3rd Rambo figure that they've released. Really like the Survival, the 2nd Rambo that we got, which was also from First Blood. First Blood Part 2, though, for me, definitive Rambo. This figure, a definitive Rambo figure. Rambo from First Blood Part 2, I'm going to give him a solid 9. Today's toy spot, we were looking at the NECA Toys, John J. Rambo from First Blood Part 2. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way, and thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you next time.